Hi, in this we will create a CI/CD pipeline for Azure functions using Azure DevOps. So let's just create a Azure functions using Visual Studio. I am into Visual Studio, so I'll click on Azure functions, and if this option is not coming here, you can just type in. So I'll click Azure functions and click next, and then just type it name. So I'll give it a name as demo func, and I'll click on create, and I'll be creating the HTTP trigger functions, and every option I'll keep as the same, and I'll click on create. So your function is created. Let's just go and build the solution. And build is succeeded. So let me just go and run the function once and see if it is working fine. So the function is working, and we can just try to hit this URL. I'll open any browser. So HTTP ticket function executed successfully. So pass a name in the query string or in the request body for personalized response. So we are good with this. So let's just check in this code. Next we will check in the code, and for that first I have to create a project in the Azure DevOps. So I'll click on new project, and I'll give the name as Azure Func app. In the advanced I will make sure version control is Git. I'll click on create then. And I'll go to repo, and I'll just copy this because this is needed to push the code to Azure DevOps. And I'll go to the folder where the Azure function project I have created. First we'll go to the place where the solution is kept, and in that type cmd. Here first we'll initialize the repo, then we'll add all the files, we will commit, and we'll paste the command which we have copied earlier, enter. Cool, so all the files are pushed, and let me just refresh here. Cool, so the repo is pushed in. Next we will create a build pipeline. To do that I'll click on the pipelines, and I'll click on create pipeline, and I'll use the classic editor. By default it has selected the team project, repository and the branch. I'll click on continue, and since it's a function app I will select the Azure functions for .NET. I'll click on apply, and by default it has selected the few of the tasks. I'm not going to change that. I'll just update the agent specific to Windows 2019, and everything looks good. And I'll click save and queue, save and run. So build is queued, and as soon as any agent is available it will start the build. So the build is completed. So let's just go and see the files, and one published, one consumed. So this is the place where it has just created the zip file. Good. Next we will create a function app in the Azure portal. For that I'll go to portal.azure.com. I am into the Azure portal, so I'll click on function app, and I'll click on create, and I'll have to fill some information. So resource group I'll select as Rohit, and I'll name it as function app demo. It's not available. Runtime sec.net version 3.1. I'll keep the region same. Click review plus create. Click on create. So deployment is in progress, and it will take a couple of minutes to get it completed. So the deployment is completed. Click on go to resource, and the function app is created. Next we'll go and create the release. So I'll go to Azure DevOps, I'll go to releases and click on new pipeline, and here I'll select the function deploy function app to Azure functions. Click on apply, give it as a name as dev. Click on across. First select the artifacts. Here we have to select the build pipeline which we have created earlier. Click on add, and in the stages click on one job one task. Here we have to fill some information, so I have to select the subscription. And I have to authorize. Once authorization is completed, select the app type. App is function app on Windows. Then the app service name which we have created earlier in the Azure, and function app demo 1234, and everything looks good. Click on save. OK, and create release. Click create, and the release is created, and it will take a couple of minutes to get it completed. And if you want to see the logs, you can just click here, and here once the release is started, you can see the logs. The release is completed. I just want to show you one log before going into the Azure portal. It says like run from package makes www root read only. So you will receive an error when writing files to this directory. So whatever the files which we have deployed are in the read only mode. This you will see also in the Azure portal as a one notification. So let's just go to the Azure portal, and I'm into the Azure portal. I'll click on functions and just click on refresh. It will show you the functions which we have just deployed. So here it is. And if you see here, you can also see your app is currently in the read-only mode because you're running from the package file. To make any changes, update the content in the zip file. So I'll go to functions and click code plus test. And to see if it is running, just click on test run, and you can just click on run. And here you can see the response. And it says HTTP function triggered successfully. Pass a name in the query string or in the request body for personal response. This we saw earlier also, so we are good with this. And if you want to do the same from the URL, just copy this, go to any browser, just paste it over there, and here also you can just access your functions. So we are good with this. Coming back to the Azure portal, so the notification which saw earlier and which says your application is in read-only mode, and if I try to update anything, it says cannot edit in the read-only editor. So what basically the Microsoft says is, and if I go to this particular URL, run from package is an exciting new feature which lets you run a web app or function app by simply pointing it to zip file contains your files. To use it, just add an Azure app setting called website run from package and point it to the zip file. So by default, this has been already added when I started the release in the Azure DevOps, and I'll show it to you. I am into the Azure DevOps, and if you go to the logs, you can see website run from package equal to 1. This trying to update app service application setting. So this already has been added. Because of this, right now our website is in the read-only mode. Now I'll show you how to change this. Let me click on releases and edit. One job, one task. Click on deploy Azure functions and additional deploy options. Under the deployment method, select zip deploy. Save it. Click OK. Create release. Create. Now what happened? Your application won't be in the read-only mode. You can make the modification also. So let me see. Let me click on release 2. Click on logs. And the deployment is already started. It will take a couple of minutes to get it completed. Once the release is completed, come back to your portal, click on functions and click on function. And here you will see different messages. Your app is currently in read-only mode. And to change that, what we have to do, go back to your function app, click on configuration. You need to add one app settings. Click on new app settings. Type here function app edit mode and value should be read write. Click OK. Click on save. Once it is done, click on functions. Click code plus test. Now you can edit anything. So this is how we can fix the message which we were getting earlier. Cool. Now, before going and checking the deployment slots, there's another notification which is coming here. Storage is not configured properly, function scaling will be limited. So what happens if we try to create a deployment slot without creating a storage? Our function app will not work. So first let's go and create a storage, and I already have a storage account. So what basically we have to do is, if I'll go to configuration, click on new application settings, and the setting name should be app web storage, and the value should be the key which I have taken it from the Azure storage. Paste it, and I'll select this also, deployment slot setting. Click OK. Click on save. Now I'll go to deployment slots. Click on add slot. Ignore the error. Just click on the checkbox. Name it as stage. Click add. It will take a couple of minutes to get it created. Slot is created. So let me go back to the Azure DevOps. Click on releases. Click edit. Click one job, one task. Click on deploy your functions. Select this, deploy to slot or app service environment, and it will show you the resource group and the slot wherever you want to deploy that. And if it is not coming, you can just click on this drop down and you can then select the slot. Once this is done, click on save, click OK, click on create release, click create. The release is created, and it will take a couple of minutes to get it completed. Once the release is completed, let me go back to Azure, close, and click on the stage 1, click on functions, click on function again, and click on get function URL, and here you will see, and if you try to hit the URL, you should get the same what we were getting earlier. Cool. And same, you can go and click on code plus test, and you can test it from here also. Cool. So this is how we can create a test and we can deploy your function into the slot which we have created. Cool. So if you like this video, please do subscribe my channel and also press the like button and do share it with your friends. Thank you.